Supreme Court, the CJI and the judges have quite a few remarks to make, and they have been making that we're learning of from inside the courtroom. Our colleagues getting it right from there at this given point. Number one, the Supreme Court has to say that we find that there is substantial question of law which arises for consideration at this given point and issues a notice. And they've also said that they've asked this question, that what exactly is the public servant term being looked at, in what context is it being looked at, to which both SG Tushar Mehta as well as Kuldeep Singh Sengar's lawyers have come in to in fact put forward their own narratives of what exactly are they defining in this very case. So the CJI is, while Nalini has very importantly said there's only an inclination, it's a hint that they have given that they might be staying the order, but the arguments and counter arguments still continue to pour in from both the sides. Anisha, I'll come in to you at this given point with regards to the entirety of the conversation that's going on inside the court at this point. It is Kuldeep Singh Sengar's lawyers now who are coming out to question the fact that this case was only filed under the POCSO Act back then. That's the particular point that we've been discussing. More importantly, the CJI has also said the aspect of definition of public servant is in the context of POCSO, to which Sengar's lawyer has also said that he will be addressing that point. If you could just take us through the details of that very argument that's been put forward by Sengar's lawyers Hariharan and Siddharth Dave.
Shreya, if you can hear me right now, the Supreme Court has just passed an order saying that they are, since Sengar is in jail in another case, therefore he should not be he will not be released. In case he needs any other legal case involved, then that matter will be heard separately. However, if you just see what the argument has been from Sengar's lawyers, they have been claiming media trial against him. The court is saying, this court is saying very clearly, we are staying the HC order right now because of the peculiar facts and circumstances of the case. He is he's convicted in another case and is in custody. The lawyers for the victim are saying that they should also be heard in this matter because this is a very, very peculiar case where the victim's side must be heard. The court also taking note of the fact that there are substantial questions of law and interpretation that have to be considered in this particular matter. Back to you.
Anisha, as we speak, there's very important breaking news that's coming in that I'll take both of your insights on. The SC has come out to say, the CJI-led bench has come out to say that the HC order will be stayed. This is the very order that we were looking out for, whether for the interim time period, whether this order that had the verdict that had been given by the High Court is stayed on or not. And right now, the Supreme Court has given its verdict that yes, the HC order will be stayed. This will be again taken up in a few weeks' time. That particular time period will also be mentioned by them. But Sengar is not to be released. That is the breaking news, viewers, that we are bringing to you. After the Delhi High Court order, the entire case was heard by the particular Supreme Court, the top court of the country today, and the top court has to say, for now, Kuldeep Singh Sengar will not be released. It's a big win, viewers, for Unnao's beti. Sengar will not be walking free, at least not in this case. He's already in jail with regards to the custodial death of the Unnao rape victim's father itself. But even in this case, while the High Court had said that he will be granted bail, his bail has been cancelled for now, is what we are learning. This is big news that's coming in from the top court of the country at this given point, as we have been tracking these developments since morning, since the very case hearing began. Nalini, your insights and what you are picking up from right outside the court at this given point. Please take us through this particular judgment that's been given by the Supreme Court.
Shreya, very rightly, the Supreme Court has stepped in and they've said that they will be staying the Delhi High Court order. Although, interestingly, the CJI has made a remark where he said that the two-judge bench of the Delhi High Court that had...
उस बच्ची के लिए नहीं है ये, आई थिंक सभी के लिए लड़ाई लड़ रहे थे हम, अंकिता भंडारी के लिए भी लड़ रहे हैं, उसको भी न्याय चाहिए. तो ये अगर यहाँ पर हमें विक्ट्री नहीं मिलती तो मुझे लगता है वो विक्ट्री नहीं हो पाती. आई थिंक
अपने पिटीशन में हम किन बातों को हाईलाइट करेंगे?
पिटीशन अभी हम
Nalini, coming back to you, that was Yogita Bhayana viewers who had been protesting and taking up this case on the streets in the national capital for the last couple of days ever since the verdict had come out from the Delhi High Court. Now, after this has been stayed, we hear her insights coming in, or rather her reaction coming in, and she says that this is a precedent being set for the women of the country out at large. Nalini, coming back to you, please continue your thoughts.
Yeah, sure. Like we were stating, the CJI made a very important remark. Although the Supreme Court bench has stepped in, they have stayed the order of the Delhi High Court that had suspended Kuldeep Singh Sengar's sentence. But at the same time, the CJI had said that the two judges of the Delhi High Court who had given this judgment in the first place are few of the finest judges that the High Court has. But at the end, we are all probed to making mistakes when it comes to interpreting the provisions of the law. The CJI has also gone ahead to say that if the interpretation of the High Court, where a patwari or a tehsildar can be considered to be a public servant, but not an MLA under POCSO, that is something that requires consideration, which is the same reason why the CJI had also said that there are some substantial questions of law that need to be answered through this case, essentially whether or not the definition of public servant should be viewed with a microscopic technical lens, or whether it's a definition that should be kept open to anybody who holds a dominant position, a position of trust, a position of authority, so that they can be made accountable on the same level on which the trust that they hold and they enjoy of the people in the society. So it's some very important questions that the Supreme Court will have to answer.